Hi, this video is going to go over the syllabus for the Fundamentals of Music class that meets here on campus. So, welcome to the class. My name is Beth May. You can call me Beth or Professor May. I will be the person teaching this class after this week. This week you will get to enjoy a substitute. As you can see, my phone number is written in the syllabus as well as my office and my office hours. Some of the materials in this class are challenging, especially if you have no background previously in music. But the most important thing you can do is ask for help if you need help and come to see me in my office hours if you need help. I'm always there during my office hours just to help you, and I'm always happy to see students in my office hours, so please don't hesitate to come and see me. You don't need an appointment, but it's nice sometimes to make an appointment just so I can be sure to set the time aside for you if any other students or anyone else needs my help, then I can kind of coordinate it that way. But anyway, that's my office hours. We're meeting on campus in room 151 of Pecan from 3:30 to 4:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're here, you probably figured that out already. The textbook that's required is the Music Fundamentals and Introduction of the second edition. Please make sure that you get the second edition. The second edition has a blue cover, the first edition has a red cover, so you can't really confuse them. The first edition had quite a few typographical errors in it, so I really would not like for you to get the first edition because you will find a lot of mistakes and you may get confused by some of the wrong information. So please get the second edition, it's blue. It should be available in the bookstore. If for any reason they're out of books, make sure you fill out the textbook reserve form. They have a form there that you will fill out, and then when they get more in stock, they'll put one aside for you and let you know that it's come in. Otherwise, they might order more and they might sell out before you have a chance to get one. A word about the textbook. I don't mind at all if you photocopy the worksheets that are in the textbook when you have to do homework, if you want to sell it back at the end of the semester. If you plan on selling it back, please don't write in the worksheets or tear them out, because another student might buy that book and not have the proper materials, and I have had students have that experience before. So you'll need that book. You also may want to bring headphones to class because sometimes we'll be doing projects and you might want to hear what they sound like. And you will need to bring a pencil and staff paper. If you're not sure what staff paper is, it's just a paper with the music lines on it. And you can actually print it for free off the internet. There's a website listed there that is one place you can print staff paper for free. You can also purchase notebooks of staff paper, of course. In class, we're going to start from the very beginning, just learning how to read notes on the staff. We're going to go all the way through rhythm, scales, key signatures, triads, melody, harmony, all that stuff. So you will start from the beginning and go through quite a bit of information during the course of this semester. I wanted to say a word about that. The curriculum for this class is actually the same at any college or university anywhere in the country. And because this course is a transferable course, we do have to stick to the same curriculum as all other colleges and universities. This course also counts as a prerequisite for music theory and ear training. And so a student from Northwest Vista can take music fundamentals here and then transfer to another school and go into music theory or ear training, no problem. It's not only for music majors though, so if you're not a music major, don't worry. It also fulfills the arts requirement in the core, and so you could just be taking it for that reason. Incidentally, if you are a music major and you feel like perhaps this course might be a little bit too rudimentary for you, perhaps you think you already know all this information and you would like to just go to music theory class, there is a test you can take to test out of this class. You just go to the testing center, which is in the Cypress Center, and tell them you want to take the test for Music 1301. You won't get credit for the class if you pass the test, but you will be able to go straight to music theory instead of taking this class. But in any case, if you're not a music major, don't worry. It's okay, this class is for you too. And so you will learn all those things that I mentioned before. Now, a few things about these dates that are listed here. Those are the drop dates. Of course, I hope that none of you will have to drop this course. But I do want to let you know that I do not make a practice of dropping students. Some instructors at Northwest Vista will drop you if they feel that you are not making progress or you've missed too many classes. that's a decision that I prefer each student make for him or herself. So if you decide that this class isn't for you, please make sure that you drop it. And if you do drop a class, not just this class, but any class, please go back a week or two later, go back to the registrar's office and make sure that the drop actually got processed. I have once or twice had a student who thought they dropped a course, and at the end of the semester it turned out they were still enrolled and they got a failing grade. So you don't want that to happen. If you drop any of your courses, please make sure you really get dropped. As you can see, the grading procedure is listed below, and you can see all the different components of your grade there. And then below that there's a little explanation of each of those things. So first of all, about class participation. Every day you will receive a participation grade, that is every class day of course, and that will be based not only on attendance, but your actual participation. So to get a really good participation grade, you need to make sure you come on time, that you're prepared, maybe you bring some questions. We're going to be doing a lot of activities in this class, playing games and things like that, and you want to make sure that you really participate in those. Lesser enthusiasm, people who don't really do much in class will get lesser grades in the participation, of course. Incidentally, I do not give excused or unexcused absences. However, you will be receiving 4 Life Happens passes. And these passes can be used either for a missed class period or a missed homework assignment. Not both, and not for a test, not for a project, not for the midterm or the final, but they can be used to make up for a missed class or a missed homework assignment. So you get 4 of those, and you can choose what to apply them to, and you'll just need to make sure you fill it in completely and then give it to me and I'll apply that to your grade. A lot of students like to wait until the end of the semester to decide which thing they want to apply their Life Happens pass to, and you can do that if you want. You don't have to turn them in the day after you missed the class or the workbook. You can just wait and at the end of the semester decide which things you need to bring your grade up in. That's fine. You will be having 2 quizzes. These quizzes will be during class and you can't make up a quiz, so you need to make sure that you are in class that day. If you need extra time to take your quiz, I can make arrangements with you to have you take your quiz at the testing center. But we need to make those arrangements in advance, so not on the day of the quiz. You will be having several creative projects. The instructions for all of those projects are in the textbook. So if you want to see what kinds of projects you'll be doing, just look in the textbook and you can read the descriptions. The main purpose of all the projects is just to apply what you've learned in a different way. So even though they're called creative projects, the real purpose is to follow instructions. I won't be grading you on what a wonderful masterpiece you've created. I'll just be grading you on whether you applied the concepts correctly. I've had some wonderful projects turned in that got very low grades because they were not what was asked for. And I've had some not wonderful projects turned in that got really good grades because they were what the instructions asked for. The most important thing you can do for the projects is to follow the instructions. And of course, when it comes closer to the projects, we can talk more about them. Your homework is listed in the syllabus, although of course I do reserve the right to make changes as needed, but usually I don't. So basically everything that you need to do is listed in the syllabus. I do not accept late assignments. If you can't come to class, it is your responsibility to get that homework to me before class. You can send someone else, you can stop by my office and drop it off, whatever you need to do, but I don't accept late work. And another option, of course, is to apply one of those Life Happens passes. The midterm and final will take place during class, and they will be cumulative and cover everything you've learned. And again, if you need extra time, we can make arrangements for you to take them in the testing center.